Hello and welcome to Uncle Matt Online Academy. In today's lesson, we want to learn about proportion. In proportion, we try to compare two or more things, and usually the ratios of the things are given to us, and we try to compare the amounts. That means that proportion tries to compare the values in a ratio. It may not be actually in a ratio, but most of the times the proportions are given to us as a ratio, and then we try to look at them and see which one is bigger and which one is smaller, or to find out some numbers or some values from the ratios given to us. Now let's look at some examples. We can be given A over B. We can be given this ratio and asked to compare it with another ratio, C over D. Now, I told you that a ratio can be indicated as A with this ratio sign, and you can also indicate it this way as a fraction. A ratio can also be indicated by using the division sign to give it or to make it a fraction. So, when we have two or more ratios and we want to compare them to see which one is bigger and which one is smaller, that is what we do in proportion. Now we can be given something like 1 over 2, 1 over 2, and asked to compare it with 1 over or 2 over 3 to show which one is bigger, 2 over 3 over 5, 3 over 5 to show which one is bigger between 1 over 2 and 3 over 5. So this is what we do in proportion. It is either the fraction or the ratio. We try to look at them and compare the values to see which one is bigger. And just like I said, it may also be in another form, not only as fraction or ratio. So when you have two things, either ratio, fraction, or other ways, it is indicated. I want to compare two of them to see which one is bigger and which one is smaller, or to just check the amount of two of them to see how they are. That is what we do in proportion. Now let's look at some examples like this one. If we are given, if you are told that a over 2, 1 over 2 is equal to x over 3. These are different ratios, and we are told that two of them are equal. Now, we can be asked to look for the value of x. The question can come this way, that 1 over 2 is equal to x over 3, that these two ratios are equal, then that we should find the value of x. Now, what we are going to do is that we say that 1 over 2 is equal to x over 3. When we have it this way, we take this one to this, and we take this one to this one. That is the one under this one. We go to the one in front of it that is on top, and the one under this one, we go to the one that is in front of it on top of this division sign. This is what we call cross multiplication. Cross multiplication. So it becomes 2 times x will give us 2x is equal to 3 times 1. 3 times 1 will give us 3. And now we have that x is equal to 3 over 2. If we want to make this x to stand alone, we bring the 2 here to this side, and if we are bringing it to this side, it has multiplication. This is 2 times x. So because it has times here, if it is coming to this side, it becomes division. So we have 3 divided by 2. So this is the value of x if the two ratios are equal. Example 2. If we have that a ratio a to 3 is equal to 5 over 3 is equal to 5, or let me say is equal to 2 over 3, now we should find the value of a. If these two is equal to 2 ratio 3, 2 is to 3. Now these are two different ratios, and we are asked to find the value of a, knowing that two of them are equal. They say that two of them are equal. This one is a. So we have that a over 3. We just put the ratios in fractional form. That is, we make it a fraction. Now a over 3 is equal to 2 over 3. Now with that, we do cross multiplication again. We take this one that is under here, we move it to this one, and this one that is under here, we move it to this one. And so we have 3 times 2, 8 times 3. Let's start with this one. So we have a times 3 is equal to 3 times 2. 8 times 3. So that means that for a to stand alone, we take 3 to this side. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. So it becomes 6 over 3, which is equal to 2. So a is equal to 2. So that this a ratio 3 will be equal to 2 ratio 3. For two of them to be equal, a must be equal to 2. So this is how to solve problems, simple problems in proportion.